she can, along with the crawling, going back to, like I said, I'm sorry this is so disorganized, but back to the crawling. So she loves to crawl over things like obstacles. Like I lay her boppy on the floor because I don't really use it to feed her anymore. So I lay her boppy on the floor or pillows or my legs, and she loves to crawl over things. Like it's her, and she does, and the whole time she'll be like grinning. She's like, yes, I've got an obstacle. I'm having the time of my life. So I have a feeling we're gonna have like a little adventure on our hands. Like we're gonna have a little baby that loves to like rock climb and do jungle gyms and all that stuff because she adores it. So we try to buy her toys that kind of like let her, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, it's really cute. Yay! Sophia! Sophia! I'm over on this side. Yay! She practices standing up. She can pull and stand herself up, although she doesn't do that a lot, but she can do it easily. Like she'll just, it's funny because a lot of times she'll come over and she'll just get up on her knees and kind of stand up, but she doesn't stand up all the way. And then like the next moment you'll look over and she just stands herself up. So she's, you know, doing that. She's not really walking around though, like cruising around by holding stuff. She can actually, I didn't know that this was like good, but on our Facebook I put a photo of her standing on her own, and she had her little like butt kind of sticking out and was like touching my knees, so it wasn't like completely on her own standing, but she was just doing that, right? And just happy, and people were like, oh wow, that's really neat, and look what she can do, and she's strong to be able to do that. And it didn't even occur to me that that was something to be like impressed with. And so after everybody kind of said that, I was like, oh, I guess that is really good. So yeah, she's really strong legs. She can, before she used to sit up, she would just sit up on her knees, like from a crawl position. She'd just sit back on her knees so her little legs were folded up under her like that. But now she can sit herself up into a sitting position. You know, she just crawls and then sits up. So that's cool. Let's see. Oh, okay, so you guys remember, this was several months ago, she started waving hi, you know? Well, obviously, you know, it just gets better and better and better. Now it's been a couple months for doing that. But now she says hi, and that's so that we decided that was her first word. She actually said it to strangers a lot. Like, it was funny. We were at a restaurant, and somebody walked by, and she was sitting there watching them, and she just went, hi, like that, and we were all like, what? And then I think the next day we were at another restaurant. I told you guys we eat out a lot, but we were at another restaurant and we were sitting there, somebody walked by and she was like, hi, and we were like, okay, apparently she likes to say hi to strangers. So, but anyway, so we decided that that's her first word because she has been saying dada for since she was about 6.5, 7 months old. But we don't count that as her first word. I know a lot of you guys do, but like, and that's fine. If you want to count that as their first word, more power to you. We don't, because she says dada to me. She says dada in general. Like, she'll just sit there and be like, da, 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 da. She'll look at Kyle and she'll say dada, which is correct, but then she'll look at the lamp and also look at it and she'll be like, dada, and like point. And we're like, that's a lamp. So we don't count it as her first word, because we figure a first word should be a word that's said with consistency and content, meaning that they consistently use it the correct way, and the context in which they say it is correct. So hi, she says with those things, she consistently uses the word hi correctly, and her context of it is correct. Like, she knows when she waves and she says hi and she greets you, you know, whatever, she gets it. So that's her first word. And now along with that, so lo and behold, you know, Kyle and I were readers. You guys know that. We read constantly. We always have books. We have books all over. There are books behind me. There's books in her room, books in his office, books in our bedroom, books in the, you know, the bookshelves in the living room. I mean, books in our guest room. Everywhere all over this house we have books. And Sophia has her own collection of books. She's got like 60 books, you know, just her books. So when we read to her every day, and she, whatever. So anyway, the other day, she was sitting there, and she's been favoring the sound B lately, like ba 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 ba, making those noises. So anyway, we were sitting there and we were like, book or something, and she was literally like, book? And we were like, what? So yeah, she started saying book, and she'd said it, like, once again, context was correct. She wasn't just making the sound to nothing, so you don't know if you want to count it. She actually said it referring to a book. And she doesn't put the K on it, she goes, boo, like that. So it's really cute, and so she will crawl over to her books, and she'll be like, boo. And I was reading a book the other day, and she was playing on the floor, and she crawled over to me, stood up, and looked at my book, and was like, boo. And I was like, it is a book, good girl. And then to go along with that, so one of the books she likes, one of her favorite books is Brown Bear, What Do You See? And my mom reads her that book all the time. Kyle and I read her that book all the time. I think that's the very first book we ever read her when she was a newborn. So that book she's very familiar with. And the other day I was looking at it and I was like, bear, that's a brown bear. What does he see? You know, just talking to her. And she was like, bear. And she said it plain as day. And I was like, what? And she sounded it out too. She was like, bear. And I was just like, oh. And ever since then, she'll just say it. And if you ask her to repeat it, we'll just say like bear, you know, ball, bear, book, and she'll be like bear, and she'll watch you and just say it. And she says it in the correct context too, because we can point things out. Like, I had a picture of her with a bear, and she said bear. She looked at it and was like, bear. And I was like, well, I'll be. So, I don't know, it's like someone turned on this talking switch to on her, because she just, I don't know. But she, okay, so she says book and bear and hi, and she technically says dada, even though it's not really used correctly yet. But still no mama. No mama. Won't say mama. And every time we look at her and we're like, mama, she'll like look at us and then she'll be like, dada, or she'll just say something else, and we're like, come on, if you can say bear, you can say mama. So anyway, it's really cool though. I love that she's reached that point. But now Kyle and I are like, man, now that she's mimicking what we say though, we probably should watch what we, like, be careful about what words we use. So we're gonna watch ourselves a little bit. And now, in addition to that, this is so cute, you guys. And I've yet to catch it on film, even though I try, but every time I try, she's like, oh, there's a camera, I better not do anything. So, but I'm gonna try to sneak it on. But she has started like crawling over, like I'll usually have 1 or 2 books that are just out with her toys, so she can just go to them on her own. So she started going over to her books, and it's the first thing she goes to in the morning. When out of all her toys, she'll go over to her book, she'll crawl over, she'll sit down, she opens her book, and she doesn't eat it anymore, she doesn't chew on it, and she'll sit there and she'll flip the pages and she just jabbers at it like she's reading. She'll just be like, da 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 da, you know, all kinds of syllables, all sounds, just sits there and like jabbers at her book and reads. It's the cutest thing. So anyway, that makes me really proud. Okay, oh, she started singing. She likes to sing. If you're singing to her, she'll sing back. But only to certain songs, like, okay, Hey Jude by the Beatles, she sings to that. Piano Man, she sings to that. And that song from Beauty and the Beast, the one where she's like in the town, you know, there goes the baker with his tray like always. That song, like, she sings to that. Those 3 songs we've gotten her to sing to. So I don't know. And she's done the whole like sleepy song thing that babies do for a little bit now, but these are like wide awake, she's happy, she's watching you sing, she's smiling, and then she'll just be like, ah, ah, like, and sing with you. It's so cute. And then along with that, she started to dance just a little. Oh, I hear her crying. So anyway, she started to do little like dances. Whenever there's music on, she'll like dance. It's really cute. It's not much yet, but it's a start. So anyway, so yeah, so there's her 9-month update, and I don't know, it's crazy. So I'll try to get up some home videos of her too, so you guys can see everything she's been up to, because it's a lot. But anyway, all right, so I will see you guys for her 10-month update. Bye.